Kia ora, e te whānau. We have currently a picture made, which is a very simple snowman, and he is on a nice blue background. I want more than one snowman. In order to do that at the moment, what I have to do to get a second snowman is to take this whole thing, plug in different numbers for the width, different numbers for the height, different numbers for... Oh, okay, all sorts, right? I really don't want to do that. What I want to do instead is I want to have an X and a Y, and then I want to be able to just say, just draw me a snowman. Just draw me a snowman at this position. And maybe this size as well. But we'll start with just at this position, and maybe we'll think about changing the size later on. So what I need to do is I need to define a function that does all of this stuff for me so that I can use it again and again and again. This is the whole point of defining functions, is to avoid repeated code. So let's pull all of this here out. Let's pull all of this out, and let's define ourselves a function here, and let's go define snowman, and it needs that and that, and then we go boom, paste, and don't forget to tab all of that lovely stuff in. Just select and hit tab there, and it auto tabs in. And now, what we want to do, I just make this a little bit bigger for you. I've been working very small for a while. Hopefully, if you're on a smaller device, that just makes it a bit nicer, easier to see. Okay, so now what I can do is in start render, I can just come along and just say snowman, and look, IntelliSense is actually doing that for me. Let's just save that, run it. No change, right? I made snowman a function, and then I defined it, and then I called it, and there's no change to anything that's happening in my code. Right, here's the cool part. I'm going to, rather than just saying draw a snowman, I want to say draw a snowman at this location. So I need to pass it an X and a Y, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say X, draw the first circle at X, Y, and draw it 90, and then draw the second one at, let's go X plus 70. You could go through and figure out exactly what that number was, but I'm not going to at the moment. I'm just guessing. Actually, no, that still needs to be X. We didn't change X at all. It's Y that needs to change. It's Y plus 70. And X there. Oh, goodness. And this is going to be Y plus 90 and 60, maybe 130. Maybe. We're shifting things around a bit. You can get your calculator out and figure out exactly what that was, or work it out programmatically. I'm just going to put in some values there. Okay, now we have the eyes, and the eyes is X plus 20, and it was Y plus 130, X minus 20, and still at Y plus 130. 130 plus 10, very interesting. We had that a little bit higher. So let's just get rid of that. 140. 140. And X. From X to Y plus 130 to X plus 20, Y plus 130. Okay. And now when we draw this, we now need to pass those arguments, those parameters, into Snowman. And those were width divided by 2. And it was height over 3. Let's do it. It's pretty similar, yeah? He's a little bit more squat. Maybe I didn't make those numbers big enough. Am I going to change it? No, not right now. You can go through and change it later. But I have a snowman there. I want to be able to control how big he is. So I want to be able to change the scale of him. So everything which currently has a size, like the distance between the first, his bottom bit, his middle bit, and his upper bit, and his eyes and his mouth. All of that I want to be able to change, plus as well the radius of the circles and the length of the line and things like that. So let's add in a size parameter. So let's go x, y, and size. And what we're going to do is this times size. So if I give it a size factor of 1, it's going to be exactly the same size it was before. If I give it a 2, it's going to be twice as big. If it's going to be, if I give it a factor of like 0.5, it's going to make it half the size. So each time we are adding something, or each time we have a radius, we just need to times that thing by the size. So 70 times size. This is a radius, which needs to be timed by the size. And we've got y plus 130. I can just say times size. Don't need the brackets because bed mass times size. Go away in IntelliSense for the moment. Plus 20 times by the size. I could have called it scale factor or anything else like that, but times size is fine. A couple more places. Let's blow your minds. I want it here. I'm going to hold down Alt, and I'm going to put it there, 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 and there. Are you ready? So I've holded Alt. I've now got multiple cursors going on. Whoa, how cool is this? Control V. Bam! Done. Okay, let's see if this works. I want to set a default parameter to size of 1 so that I get the snowman at the right size if I don't give it a size. So let's just go equals 1. Remember, that's how we do that. Remember that from the reference. Size equals 1. Okay. Let's run it. You've got to close the window. No change. Okay. Wait for the magic. Where is my snowman? Snowman is there, and he is also a little snowman. He's tiny today. Hey, look at that. He's half the size. Okay. Why have I gone through all of that for this? Like, changing the size of my snowman is lovely, but why have I done that? Let's use that function again. So let's go. Let's copy it. What do I need to do in order to get many, many, many more snowmen? Well, all I have to do, let's go width over 3 and height over 6 times 6 times 5. Let's put it right at the top. Hopefully I get the right bed mass here. Spaces between arguments. Very nice. Yeah, look, I've got 2 of them. That's cool. Let's do something absolutely stupid now because I love being a bit ridiculous. Let's, from random, import rand int, and let's go for I in range 100. Whoops. Goodness. What have I done? Let's go snowman randint 0 to width, randint 0 to 0 to height, and a size of, oh, I'm not going to randint this one. I might just get a random float for this. So I think random just gives me a random float between 0 and 1. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, just a random float between 0 and 1. Let's do it. Oops, what have I done? Syntax error. Okay, this happens quite often. Sometimes Python is a bit silly. Oops, you can't actually see what's happening down there. You see in my terminal, it's saying invalid syntax. Somehow or another, I've ended up in console mode in Python rather than down in my terminal. I just need to hit exit with some brackets, and that fixes that. I've seen people stuck on that for hours. Okay. Oh my goodness, so many snowmen, I can't actually see what's happening with them. Let's dial my number of snowmen back just a little bit. For I in range, let's bring it down to 30. Okay, let's try that instead. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's cool. So now I've got lots and lots of snowmen, and I didn't have to go through and say, okay, I want a circle here, and a circle there, and a circle there, and an eye there at those coordinates, and an eye at those coordinates, and a mouth at that coordinate, starting there and finishing there. Oh my goodness, that would have taken forever. I can just write a snowman function and say, draw me a snowman at this x and this y, with this size, at that x and that y, and at that size, at this x and this y, and at that size, and it takes care of the rest. If I wanted to add an arm to every snowman now, how much extra code would I have to write? One line. That's it, and it would apply an arm to every snowman in this picture. Now, in doing this, now that I've drawn a snowman, and I can draw it multiple times, I can actually get them to start to move. And I will show you how to do that in the next video. Ka kite anō.